Madagascar. History, geography, people, facts, economy. Today we're in a country that places high value on love, fatherland and progress if its motto is anything to go about. We're dealing with the people who sing in French and Malagasy, "Oh beloved land of our ancestors." Attempting some guessing? Yeah, you've got it. You're welcome to Madagascar. This video is exploring the Red Island. Rest assured that this is a country with some special geographical features, distinct demographic information, fascinating history, and an economy that is worthy of study. We'd also look at the promising people of Madagascar while telling you some interesting facts about this country that you might not have considered. We have no doubt that you'll enjoy this fast-moving and intriguing video about Madagascar. About Madagascar, location and size. Madagascar is a country, an island country, lying off the southeastern coast of Africa. It's unequivocally an African country. It's surrounded by the Indian Ocean on almost all sides, except for its west, where it shares a border with the Mozambique Channel. Other neighbouring nations in addition to Mozambique are the Comoros Islands, the islands of Réunion and Mauritius. The French territory of Mayotte is to the northwest. Its official name is the Republic of Madagascar, and its capital is Antananarivo, the country's largest and most populated city. Occupying an area of about 226,756 square miles, out of which about 2,124 square miles, representing 0.9%, is water. It's the fourth largest island in the world. To put that in context, it is slightly smaller than Texas. Based on the 2023 estimate, the country's population is 28,812,195. That makes it the 52nd most populous nation in the world. As you could calculate if you had the time, its population density is 123.5 people per square mile. Malagasy and French coexist as the official languages of Madagascar. Geographical features of Madagascar. Madagascar is made up of an eponymous main island and many smaller peripheral islands. While it's geographically closer to Africa, it was once attached to India and Asia. It was after the initial prehistoric breakup of the supercontinent Gondwana some 160 million years ago that Madagascar split from Africa and attached to the Indian subcontinent. Then, some 90 million years ago, it split again from the Indian subcontinent and has remained isolated ever since. Madagascar experiences two seasons. The country sees a dry, cooler season from May to October, while the hot, rainy season starts in November and lasts until April. There are massive hills in Madagascar, home to plants and animals not found elsewhere. The major mountain ranges in the country include Saratanana, Andringitra, and Ankaratra, while the major rivers are Mangoki, Onilahi, Betsiboka, and Sofia. The entire territory lies mostly between longitudes 43 degrees and 51 degrees east and latitudes 12 degrees and 26 degrees south. Madagascar is one of the mega-diverse countries in the world, where we have the world's richest biodiversity. Some 92% of Madagascar's mammals, 89% of its plant life, and 95% of its reptiles can't be found anywhere else. Meanwhile, about 5% of all the world's known species of animal and plant can be found in this land. Furthermore, it is home to a great number of endangered mammals. History of Madagascar. A 2018 study found butchery marks on bones, suggesting that humans started walking this region about 10,500 years ago rather than 6,000 that was initially thought. However, the history of modern human habitation of Madagascar can be traced to about 1,300 years. The first settlers on the Red Island are believed to have migrated from Indonesia in Southeast Asia. History confirms that they were of Malayo-Indonesian descent from Indonesia, Sumatra, and Java. Many other small kingdoms have ruled different sections of the island for centuries. The island's appellation, Madagascar, didn't originate from the Malagasy people, but was popularized by Europeans, who had contact with the island in the Middle Ages. It was called Madagascar in Malagasy. Portuguese explorer Diego Dias landed on the island years later and named it São Lourenço. You can still find this name on Renaissance maps. In the 15th century, when explorer Marco Polo arrived, he produced a corrupted transliteration of the Mogadishu name. That was how the name Madagascar was first recorded. It appears this name we call the country today had been used by the Malagasy local population in referring to their home. In 1883, France invaded the island after more than a decade of resistance from several of the island's kingdoms. In 1896, Madagascar was officially declared a French colony and the competing kingdoms were broken up. In 1947, following the Second World War, locals increased their agitation for independence from France, and this resulted in what came to be known as the Malagasy Uprising. France eventually succumbed to the pressure. In 1960, Madagascar became an independent nation following a vote for autonomy in 1958. Philibert Tsiranana was elected the first president. Economy of Madagascar. Madagascar is one of the poorest African countries. The people face many challenges associated with a bad economy. An estimated 70% of Malagasy in Madagascar live on less than $1 per day. Ariary is the official currency of the country. Presently, $1 is equivalent to 4,466.81 Malagasy Ariary. The country's GDP, PPP, totals $51.8 billion, only making it 117th in the world. Per capita, it is $1,790, making it the world's 182nd largest. Its nominal GDP total is $15.10 billion, which makes it 139th in the world. The nominal GDP per capita is $522, making it the 188th largest. Tourism, which focused on the niche ecotourism market, used to be an income earner for the country as it capitalized its unique biodiversity, unspoiled national parks and natural habitats. But the sector has declined, no thanks to the political crisis. Its natural resources include a variety of unprocessed minerals and agricultural resources. The island currently provides 50% of the world's supply of sapphires. It also exports shrimp, coffee and lychees, while holding one of the largest reserves of ilmenite, coal, chromite, cobalt, iron, copper and nickel. The country is the world's principal exporter of ylang-ylang and vanilla. People of Madagascar. A person living or born in Madagascar is called Malagasy. Most of them live on the eastern half of the island. However, many Malagasys also live in the central highlands, not far from the capital city of Antananarivo. Of course, 15% of the nation's population lives in the 10 largest cities. Most of them live in rural areas since their daily life revolves around agriculture, as you would soon see. A lot of Malagasys are farmers, producing coffee, rice and other products. Malagasys are believed to be descendants of both Indonesians and East Africans. The 6 largest ethnic groups in Madagascar are Merina, making up 26% of the population, Betsimisaraka, making up 15%, Betsileo 12%, Simiheti 7%, Sakalava 6%, Antaisaka 5%, and Antandroy 5%. The remaining 12 minority groups make up 24%. More than 52% of them maintain their indigenous religious beliefs, though they claim to belong to other religions. Thus, as part of their religious profession, 84.7% are Christians, mainly Protestantism, while 3.1% of them are Muslims. About 0.1% identify with other religions. Malagasys have beautiful unisex traditional clothing called lamba. Coming in different designs, it's a rectangular piece of cloth usually wrapped around the body. We're not proud to tell you that the Malagasys once ranked in the top 10 of the least happy people. The country is one of the 10 poorest. Poverty and a low life expectancy of just 65.5 years are in the way of their joy. Interesting facts about Madagascar. Did you know that an estimated 1 in 10 Malagasy smokes marijuana? Did you also know that the flag of Madagascar with colours red and green was adopted in 1958? Well, the white represents purity, while the red symbolises sovereignty, and the green the coastal regions and expresses hope. Following Greenland, New Guinea and Borneo, Madagascar is the world's 4th largest island besides continental landmasses such as Australia. The country was brutally ruled in a controversial manner by Queen Ranavalona I from 1828 to 1861. The Queen repeatedly repelled French and European advances for a while, but also victimized Christians, neighboring kingdoms and political rivals. Lemur is the country's most famous animal, with at least 100 species in Madagascar. Madagascar is home to the world's 5th largest coral reef, known as the Great Reef. Over 60% of Madagascar's population is under 25. Over 85% of the country's original forests have been cut down for farming, for fuel, and for sale. This puts the country at the top of the World Wildlife Fund's Endangered Environments list. The nickname the Great Red Island is due to the Madagascar's deep red colour. Please be informed that we've made every effort to fact-check what we're presenting to you about Madagascar. If, however, you have to differ on something, kindly state it without hesitating. Thank you for watching this video. Please don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell.